Yo, what's up? It's NYC. I'm back again with another live stream. I think this is my fourth live stream in a row. So hope you guys aren't getting sick of me already. I mean, if you are, feel free to let me know. But I am back, and I am here to show a haul. I kind of called it an unboxing, but kind of a misnomer. More of a haul because I've been picking up some books from my buddy DS Comics, who has been killing it in the auction game and just the comic sales game in general. He's prepping for Baltimore Comic Con. It was, selling a ton of great books. So I was able to pick up a few great deals from him, and add some books I've always wanted in my PC, and then also get possible trade pieces for New York Comic Con, some grails, some stuff I might flip, some stuff I might use towards trade, and some stuff I might keep in the PC. So I just wanted to show it. I already unboxed it all. DS Comics ships like a pro. He uses like very appropriate sized boxes for the type of comic it is. He uses a lot of cardboard, a lot of bubble tape, a lot of painter's bubble wrap, a lot of painter's tape with like perfect pull tabs and everything. So, A++ with the shipping communication when it comes to DS Comics. So he is a stand-up dude in my book and has become a good friend also. We're lazily working on our own show called Rogue Chat. We've done 2 episodes so far. Hopefully we can do a few more sometime soon. I don't know how soon, but with New York Comic Con coming up. But I did send him the invite. I think he probably is wrapping up work, but if he gets here before work's over, he said he might pop in. So if not, all good, brother. So Mr. Grail was in here early saying, "Where are you? He's lost." I'm not really sure what that means. Maybe he's saying he's lost without me. I'm not sure. But JP is saying, CBNYC, your daily comic unboxing channel. He's poking fun at me a little bit because I've been on basically every day the last week with lots of things to show. So, and I was just basically saying, hey, I'm just on a roll at the moment. I'm fairly certain somewhere down the line, my channel will go dark for many, many weeks at a time, like I normally do. So look forward to the CBNYC dark period coming up after all this action. And he's saying, yeah, take it while you can get it. Now go live because he needs to go play softball. Let's see here. McD's in the house. What is up? Yeah, JP's definitely sick of me. Good to see you, McD. Cameron D is in the house. What is up, Cameron D? Just showing some books here that I picked up recently from DS Comics. So Comic Geek, bubble tape. What's up? He gets paid. Nice, dude. Cool, man. You're going to a con? That's great, man. I'm excited for you, dude. Glasgow Con. What's MCM stand for? I'm not familiar with it, so. But that's really awesome. Hey, what's up? Biggieshaq's in the house. Biggieshaq, yo, brother. His contest entry video for me was awesome. I can't wait to see part 2. Mr. Gretzky 9966 is in the house. What's going on, brother? Who else is in here? Fishin Freaks Comics is in here. So we got a bunch of good people in here. So I'm not going to belabor the point any much longer. So I'm just going to show you the things that I've been picking up from DS recently. He sent me 3 total packages in the past couple weeks. And like every time I bought one thing from DS and a package arrived, I bought another thing from him. So it was like I didn't want to do 3 different videos for all the stuff I was picking up from DS. So I kind of just waited till it all showed up so I can unbox it all at the same time and show it. Unruly Simeon is in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Love Unruly. It's one of the greatest that we got here in the community. Very knowledgeable dude. All right, so the first thing I picked up from DS, what I'm going to show you first. So I don't know if I've ever talked about this on my channel before, but one of the few I'm not a big full run guy. collecting a full run of series XYZ or, title XYZ is not really a huge priority for me as a collector, with one exception. There's one series or volume that I would really like to eventually have a complete full run, first print, volume 1, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That is probably the full run that I want the most, and preferably I would like it in raw, high grade copies, first prints, all first prints, with the exception of maybe issue number 1. The first print I would slab. I would either buy it slabbed or get it slabbed quickly if I bought it raw, because it's just worth too much, and I would be very, very paranoid to have a raw copy of TMNT 1 first print just lying around, not in a slab. So with the exception of that book, and I could get maybe like a third print or fourth print if I wanted to flip through it, for a reader copy or whatever. But anyway, with the exception of issue 1 first print, I'm really would prefer raw high grade copies of the rest of TMNT volume 1. So all the way from issue 1 to issue 62 first prints. So that is actually a collecting goal of mine. When I saw that DS had this issue that he was looking to move, I decided to pick it up from him. This is TMNT issue number 4, first print, and it's a super high grade copy. And I also had him clean and press it. Now, when we were first talking, he thought it could maybe be a 9.6, but there was this one spine tick that's right here. I don't know if you can really see it in the camera. It's like right there that he wasn't able to get out. He said it was beyond his ability as a presser, which looking at it, it barely, like, it doesn't necessarily break color, but it kind of barely breaks color, and it's in a very precarious spot on the spine. But that is literally the only damage that I can see on this entire book. Super high grade copy. So I would imagine that if I did ever get this slabbed, it would be a 9.4. But I probably don't want to get it slabbed because I really only want issue number 1 slabbed. So pretty awesome. I took it out of the regular magazine size bag and board that he sent it in and put it in this Mylar because I love Mylar and I prefer Mylar, but DS hates Mylar. So we're on opposite sides of that fight, that battle. We were talking about doing an episode of Rogue Chat where it was like, his views on Mylar versus my views on Mylar, which could be a fun episode to do. So maybe we'll still do that. But anyway, let's see. What did Cameron D says? Yeah, did you see what the first print of TMNT 9.8 went for a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, I think it went for 90,000. 90,000 plus, possibly. Immortal Biggieshaq is saying, well, who dat's your man to get it? Yeah, I've talked to who dat about TMNT a bunch of different times. I know he's a big TMNT guy, probably even bigger than I am, and I know he already has a 9.0 TMNT number 1 first print, so he's ahead of me. He's well ahead of me. In the 62 issues of volume 1 TMNT, I think I only have about 14 or 15 issues, so I am not close to a full run. Because I'm very particular. I'm really looking for high raw grade copies with the exception of issue number 1. So it takes a while to find the copy that I really am happy with for these for this TMNT volume. Let's see. Comic Geek McD says MCM means movie comic media. Got it, brother. Well, enjoy, man. That sounds pretty fun. First con, that's always a good time. Fishin Freaks says, sweet, I missed all mine. Sold number 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have number 1 third print. Got to get them all back. Yeah, dude. I'm sure you had your reasons for selling them. So, that's how it is with comics, All right, so this next little lot of books that I picked up from DS was essentially the sort of the all-purpose Eddie Brock key issue ASM lot that he was selling on this auction. And now there's 4 books here, but there were actually 5 books in the lot. The lot started with ASM 298, which is the first appearance of Eddie Brock and the first Todd McFarlane cover on ASM. But I A-okayed that to Biggie Shack on the spot. in the middle of the auction. So I had DS send it directly to biggieshaq, and biggieshaq actually opened that up on his channel yesterday. So if you want to see the ASM 298 from this lot, check out biggieshaq's video from yesterday. The rest of the lot is right here. So hey, what's up, Comic Kid 84? Good to see you, Kenny. Thanks for stopping in. So here's the rest of the lot. The Eddie Brock lot, minus ASM 300, of course, because that would have been sold probably on its own if it was available. But this is $2.99. So this is the first full. This is the first cameo Venom, first full cameo. I don't know. Whatever you want to think, whatever you want to believe. First appearance of Venom, first cameo, first full cameo. You know, it's all. Everybody's got their own opinion. Yo, what's up, Pope C? Good to see you. So there you go, a crisp copy of ASM 299. Now, the reason why these books went for so cheap is because they had this weird staple rust for such brand new books. I'm not sure how that ended up happening, but basically I got to get these books back in my PC so I can flip through them and whatnot. I have no plans to get any of these books slabbed. So the next book is ASM 301. Of course, that's Todd McFarlane's homage cover to his own cover from the previous issue of ASM 300. I don't have ASM 300. I hope to get it back in the PC eventually, but just haven't come across the right grade for the right price and the right condition, you know, type thing. So, you know, I'll get it back eventually. But for now, this is pretty cool to have. ASM 301, another cool classic Todd McFarlane cover. And then the next book in the lot was ASM 315. So this is I don't know what you call this. You know, some people call it the first cover appearance of Venom. Some people call it the first partial cover appearance of Venom. Other people call it the first cameo cover of Venom. Whatever you want to call it, it's actually the second full appearance of Venom. So on the inside of the book. So I think it's probably more key for being the second full appearance of Venom on the inside versus this, you know, little, you know, miniature cover appearance. But it's still, you know, it's key for a few different reasons. So pretty cool book to come in this Eddie Brock lot. And then the final book in the Eddie Brock lot was, of course, ASM 316. So this is the third appearance of Venom. Third full appearance of Venom on the interior of the story. It's the first like real cover appearance of Venom or full cover appearance of Venom, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's obviously it's a classic cover at this point. It's probably one of the more popular and more recognizable McFarlane covers from his ASM run. So pretty sweet. You know, quick recap: $2.99, 301. 315, 316. So that was the ASM Eddie Brock lot from DS. Let's see here. No worries, brother. Yeah, dude. Crisp, right? A lot of these are crisp. They just have a weird staple issue, which made them super dirt cheap. So I just jumped on them. And I, you know, kind of hopped on the opportunity to get Big as 298 as well, which was cool. To be able to do for him. Let's see what else is going on here in the chat. Thanks, brother. Biggie's like, NYC should have them bad boys. What's going on here? Oh, McDee's saying he's excited to go to that con with his girlfriend. And, oh, he's going by himself. Oh, man. Well, dude, I've been to a bunch of cons myself. It can still be a really fun, rewarding experience. Just put yourself out there, meet some new people, meet some creators. You know, try not to be too, you know, trapped in your own universe. I mean, I can get like that as well when I go to big events by myself. But just try to put yourself out there. It's worth it, man. So, all right, moving on. The next. Yeah, McFarlane, you know, I go through periods where I really like him, then I get sour on him, then I really like him again. But at the end of the day, it reminds me of my childhood, you know. So, you know, that's a hard feeling to just dismiss. All right, so moving on to the slabs. Okay, so I picked up 3 slabs from DS recently in some of these auctions. The first one, so I'll explain this a little bit. I have all my Copper Age Black Suit Spidey books, like the big ones. You know, Secret Wars 8. What's it called, Marvel Team Up 141, and some of the other ones. I gave away 252. I need to get 252 back. But a bunch of other of my Spidey keys from that era as well, like my first Carnage, ASM 361. They're all 9.6s. So that's my one little OCD about specific grades for slabs, and I think I talked about that in the Boy Who Had Sevens channel the other night. But so whenever I'm going after these Black Suit Spidey books, I'm kind of looking for 9.6s. Speaking of 9.6s, Mr. 9.6 himself, Bear Island Comics, aka Adam, commenting about my hat, like, in a sarcastic way, as usual. Ha ha ha. Big Lion Cat's here, but he's at work. All right, brother, no worries. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Focus on work. And then McD says he will try, but he's been getting in his head. No worries, brother. If you want to talk about it, on Instagram, just, sidebar with me. So here you go. Here's another Black Suit Spidey classic cover, Mike Zeck. I love this book. This is the Here Lies the Spider-Man from the Craven storyline, Web of Spider-Man 32, and that's a 9.6 white pages. I'm trying to get the glare off. I don't know. Is that visible, guys? You tell me in the chat if that's okay. I know it's not perfect because of the glare and whatnot. It's really hard to show slabs on these videos, honestly. And usually right now it's out of a bag, but I will be putting it in a Mylar bag after I'm done with the stream. So that makes it even harder to show when it's in a Mylar bag. Hey, Fuchsia is here. What's up? Thank you. All people are ducking on work a little bit. Focus on working. There's always the replay. But I appreciate that. Is that a line? Oh yeah, Big Lions in here. Some Bear Island shout outs. Pope C says, I am only good enough for 9.4s. That's funny. From Heroes to Icons, that book is a beast. Hell yeah, dude. 9.6, right? Unruly, great cover, great art, great story. I couldn't agree more. Fishin Freaks says, awesome cover. Great cover in the Graves, says Pope C. So yeah, man, I love this book. Fishin Freaks makes a good point. Big price difference. I like the 9.6s too. Yeah, man. Like if you're gonna buy books already slabbed, you get your value from the 9.6 level. A lot of the books I've gone after have been raw, and then I try to get slabbed myself, and they either come back as a 9.6 or come back as a 9.8. Hit or miss. So. Hey, Comics for All People is in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by. Joey Bag of Sevens is in here. Silver Age Dave is in here. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you. Looks like he's listening and running, so no chatting. Oh, you can't see these awesome books. I'll do a recap at the end, but maybe so if you want to fast forward to the end later just to see the books, that's your call. All right, so awesome slab, awesome Mike Zeck cover, Black Suit, Silver Age Spidey goodness. All right, so I titled this video Multiple Mega Grail Unboxing for a reason, because the last 2 books are huge Bronze Age, first appearance comic books, CGC slabs, and I'm really stoked to have picked these up at the prices I got them. I'm not going to say the prices here, but if you're curious about the prices I paid, just go check out the latest auctions on YouTube that DS Comics has appeared on, because that's where I picked them up. And he had well under GPA pricing for these. So I kind of made out like a bandit on these, I feel. And if I wanted to flip these, I could probably make a profit on these. Or if I wanted to use them for trade pieces, I probably could do that. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with these, but I think for the time being, I'm just going to show you what the books are. So the first one is first appearance of Swamp Thing, House of Secrets, 92, 5.0 CGC. One of my favorite covers of all time, classic Bernie Wrightson cover. This is actually my second copy of the book, so most likely this book will be moving on to somebody else because I have a 5.5 already, white pages, but I don't know, maybe I'll hang on to it for a little bit because this book has softened a bit since the Swamp Thing show hype has kind of died down, and then because of the season getting canceled, I think it's kind of flattened out or whatever, but absolutely beautiful book. Great presenting 5.0, especially in this brand new CGC slab. So for a mid-grade copy of this book, it looks absolutely incredible. So first appearance of Swamp Thing, classic Bernie Wrightson cover. Everybody knows this book, and this is, it's huge. It's a great book. It's a fantastic book. Let's see. Yep, we got some wows, some so dope, some buyers. We got some chatter about DS's Mylar habits. Yes, he's not a Mylar guy. I am a Mylar guy. Let's see what else is going in here. Oh, yeah, he sent all those in polys. I got to rebag those ASM books into fullbacks and Mylars. But JP says, order dinner. They're still kind of ragging on me with this whole eating thing. I've been eating on time all week because they've been shaming me. One of the greatest books, NYC. Thank you, Pope C. Yeah, man, it's a nice book, dude. I mean, I'll show it again real quick, and I'll show it again during the recap, but it's a really, really nice book. So, Biggie saying that I'm humble, that I tried to give him all of those ASM McFarlanes, but he couldn't let me do it. Yeah, I did try, and then he wouldn't let me. And then I was gonna give this to Mr. Grail in the AOK I sent out today, but he wouldn't let me either. I said, because I was chatting with him on Instagram, and I know he wants this book, and I was like, well, I'll just throw it in your AOK box. And then he was like, no, don't do it. So I didn't do it. I mean, I gave him some cool stuff in his AOK, but this was going to be kind of the big thing, and he guilted me into not gifting it to him. So anyway, JP's AOK also went out today, and that one's going to be pretty crazy. So look out for that. And I think I agreed to be on it with him live, which is dangerous because I might get emotional, but we shall see. Let's see. Pope C says he may not like Mylar, but what about MyLights 2? That's where it's at. I mean, that's what I use. I use MyLights 2. I think he considers it the same thing. It's all potentially easier to rip up pages or just accidentally cut open a book, even with MyLights 2. I mean, it's essentially, it's not the same kind of level of safety net as versus polys. So, yo, what's up, Jeffrey Comic Con Henson, my good buddy that I'm going to be hanging out with next week here in New York. He's hopping on a flight on Wednesday, flying out here, and we're going to have a killer time at New York Comic Con. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I'm going to do a recap of the books later, but if you want to catch the replay, that's your call. Yeah, the HBK, the Hunt World Champion, is in the house. All right, so last book, and I think Jeffrey was in the auction when I picked this book up from DS, and he had just been AOK'd this book from DS and Tony Sanders on the same day. His was at a 1.8. I think this is considerably higher than that, but I did have to pay for it. However, I got a pretty sick deal on it, well under GPA, so I pounced on it. And I've never actually had this. I do have a Hulk 181, but here is my fresh Hulk 180 8.0 CGC off-white to white pages. First appearance of Wolverine, in Cameo, whatever you believe, I believe it is the first appearance of Wolverine. I don't necessarily believe in the cameo thing. Even though for a long time I only had Hulk 181, I still believe that. But I think Hulk 181 is a major key because it's the first full story for Wolverine and it's the first cover appearance of Wolverine. And Wolverine is a big enough character where the market can dictate that means more. So whether you believe in cameo, first full, or whatnot, I think that's fine. Personally, I don't have an argument with it. But here is the first appearance of Wolverine in cameo on the last panel. Hulk 180. This is an 8.0, which is a higher grade than I thought I would ever get this book, honestly. But it's pretty damn awesome. There's Jeffrey. Yep. Wow, that's nice. Sweet. That's a nice book. Fuchsia's on a smoke break. Work's almost over. All right, well, that's good. JP's like, that book was up for sale for a whole 1.23 seconds before NYC jumped on it. That is correct. Let's see. Macedon Comics, what's up, brother? Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Immortal Big Checks. I got all respect for those books. I think Big needs some McFarlane. Yeah, I got some plans for Bake. Bake's gonna be blown away just as much as I was blown away by his AOK by the time I'm done with it. So be warned now, Bake. Hey, Mark Knapp 68. Thanks, brother, for stopping in. So yeah, so this is probably the biggest book. I mean, there's definitely two big books in this lot or in this haul. But this is probably the biggest of the big. So I'll do a quick recap for everybody that joined in late. And I'm not going to explain all of these. I'm just going to show them real quick. The first book was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, TMNT, issue number 4, first print, super high grade, raw copy. Stoked to have that. Slowly but surely working on my TMNT Volume 1 run, issues 1 through 62. I think I only have about 15 or 16 of those issues so far, but anyway. ASM 299, first cameo appearance of Venom, or first appearance of Venom, whatever you want to call it. Jeffrey's like, no McFarlane for Bake because they're going up against each other in the next round of Slab Down, and the theme is McFarlane covers. So sorry, buddy. I mean, maybe you're going to be with me, so you're probably going to end up seeing a lot of the stuff I pick up for Bake. So that should be interesting. AS301, which is, of course, the homage to 300, classic McFarlane cover. ASM 315, second appearance of Venom, first partial cover of Venom. And then ASM 316, first full or first real cover appearance of Venom, and third overall appearance of Venom in the story. Great book. Yo, what's up, Los, man? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Biggieshaq's like, damn, hell yeah, Don Dotta 180. Fuchsia's talking about Jeffrey's stream. Bake did a good job with his AOK as well, and he killed it with my AOK. So major shout out to Bake. Fishin Freaks Comics has hit that like button. I appreciate that, brother. JP's off to softball. Good luck, brother. He already saw all the books. So next book on the recap, Web of Spider-Man, issue number 32, 9.6 white pages, classic Mike Zeck black suit Spidey graveyard cover, part of the Craven's Last Hunt storyline. And then the two mega grails, House of Secrets 92, first appearance of Swamp Thing, 5.0 CGC, classic Bernie Wrightson cover. And then the big one, Hulk 180, first appearance of Wolverine in cameo. Whatever you believe, just get along with each other, whatever side of that argument you fall on. In an 8.0 off-white to white pages, CGC, blue label. So there it is. There's the mega Grail haul, and those are all the books that I've been able to pick up from my friend DS, who's an amazing dude. The link to his channel is in the description below. If you're not subbed up to him, go sub him up. Go check out him. Go check him out on Instagram. His handle on Instagram is dscomicspch. He also has another account called PCH Market Watch. PCH stands for Pre-Code Horror because that's the majority of what DS collects. So there you go. Biggie saying that's why you got that $2.99 champ. Thanks, Los. Definitely some great books. Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, the House of Secrets is awesome. We'll see how long it stays in the PC. Might take it to New York Comic Con, see what I can do with it, but still haven't really decided. Maybe you can help me decide while you're here. Anyway, I'm probably behind on the chat, so for some reason with the StreamYard stuff, a lot of the chats towards the end of the show like show up after I hit end broadcast for some reason, and then for whatever reason I get my stream gets cut off. So I'm going to try and experiment this time and take myself off camera and then hit end broadcast like 10 seconds later or something like that. Just maybe so that the whole stream like gets saved and uploaded, because the last couple times the end of the stream has gotten cut off, so I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, thank you, Biggie. Appreciate that. And Comic Geek McD, hit me up on IG, brother. I'm excited to hear about how your first con experience goes, and I appreciate the compliments on the haul. So, all right, guys, that's gonna do it. I don't think I'll have a video tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take a break. But on Saturday at some point, I'm going to do one of those open in like chillin' live, open in comics and whatever, open invite shows. I did one a couple weeks ago, and a whole bunch of community members joined me on the fly. It's an open invite live hang. So at some point on Saturday, I'm going to go live, open invite, live hang, and I'm just going to stay on until I feel like it. You know, however long it lets me stay on until I get kicked off, because I'm going to do it to celebrate my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube. Technically Sunday, the 29th is my 1-year anniversary, but I wanted to do it on Saturday/Saturday night so that maybe the stream will last long enough to get to midnight. We'll see. Depends on what time I start and how many people join me and like how it feels, and you know, if we have momentum or not. But anyway, I'm just want to do that as my way to celebrate 1 year of being on YouTube. So that's the next planned thing I got. Other than that, I got Gotham City Chronicles on Monday night on JP's channel. We're talking Black Mirror with Bear Island Comics, which should be a fun one. And then after that, we shall see, because New York Comic Con will be coming up pretty quickly beyond that. Fishin Freaks is saying, don't forget to enter my contest. Okay, I'll have to check that out, because I'm not entirely familiar with what the contest is, so I will go check that out later. I also have a contest out called the Road to 500 Loose Change Challenge. So a bunch of people have been entering via comment, and only a handful of people have made videos, but you have a whole more month to go till November 1st if you want to make a video. But it's a pretty fun contest. All you got to do is kind of guess how much change I got in my bag and whatnot. So for the most part, and then you can show your own change or what you do with your change, whether it's buy a book or buy something else, or you're just saving it for future use, whatever it is. That's kind of the video challenge side of it. But anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Fuchsia, and thanks everyone else. I really appreciate the support. So thanks again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.